Hello and welcome to the Full FX Unfiltered at the Full FX Scandinavia. My name is Colin Lambert, I'm co-founder of the Full FX, and I'm delighted to be joined by Peer Joost, who is CEO and founder?
Not the founder, but the CEO, yep.
CEO of Digitec. Peer, lovely to see you. Obviously, Digitec has been name-checked a few times this morning already, so clearly your role in the industry is becoming, I guess, more important. But what changes are you seeing in terms of like how people are using data and so on?
There's a couple interesting developments going on, especially in the data space. Things tend to speed up, the velocity increases, there's more data available, and therefore it also becomes increasingly important to our clients to be able to handle those vast amount of data, make sense out of it, use the data in the way to build their curves and have a live price in the market 24/6, not 7 yet. And with an electronifying market, it becomes more and more important that they have an accurate price, a robust price that can be used here.
Yeah, obviously, I guess we mentioned the swaps there a couple of times. That's the big growth area I think most people are targeting at this moment in time. I've always been of the opinion that for a market to really become electronified, the interdealer market has to really go there. Right. What developments are you seeing in that interdealer space?
We have the venues, so the trading infrastructure has been built. It's available. We've created a tool called D3OMS, which allows our clients to trade on those venues in a highly automated way. So I think from a technology side, we're pretty much set. And right now, it's still the phase of solving the chicken and egg problem. But there's a lot of momentum right now, and I think the electronification of the swap market, it's long overdue, right? We've been talking about this for many, many years now. Not going to say it's happening this year or the next year. It will happen. It happens gradually already, and as soon as something is there, I think it will speed up dramatically, and then has the potential to become the new normal. But yeah, it's just a matter of time. But again, the good news is, the infrastructure is there, the technology is there.
So it's really about getting traction now and actually just, I guess, letting it grow at its own pace.
Right. I think it's very obvious. Everybody sees why this is necessary. I think there's also a lot more to it next to simply the trading side. It's also the regulatory side. It will provide more data. In those terms, make it more safe, more secure. Compliance will be very happy about it, that there's something electronic.
And we all want to keep compliance happy.
Yeah. Right now, still the market has been dominated by voice brokers.
Obviously, we are in a chain and the voice brokers do dominate, whatever. But are you actually, just looking at your technology alone, are you actually seeing any differences in how people are actually using and deploying your technology?
Yeah. What we are really observing right now is the multi-asset approach. So we are best known for swaps and NDFs, but that has been changing quite a bit recently, especially thanks to volatility in the precious metals market. We have many clients now using our technology to price precious metals, but also money market. That has always been part of our world, and our clients use money markets to also price the swap curves and inform those. But now we're also seeing the actual money market desks adopting our software and using that to price a wider variety of instruments with our tools. So I guess that makes a lot of sense for a bank to unify the pricing component and to have one engine that kind of becomes your golden source. And it's more. It's also holidays and other pieces of information that are being used by our clients, and where our technology is sitting at the heart of the operation here.
Because it's one of those things, like, you feel like it's a stop clock. 1 year this is going to happen. You can't actually say when it's going to happen there. But you recently launched. We had a multi-asset class panel this morning at the event, and it was very interesting that there was the technologies there. Our problem is the business layer has still got to really adopt, which I guess is what you're seeing as well. But one thing I did want to ask you about is, I think we're speaking a week maybe after you launched D3 channels.
Right. Yep.
What's the business case behind D3 channels, and what does it do?
Well, the business case is that as a trader using our software, you're responsible for the core price, right? And then being in control of that core price is very important for those traders, but it's also important to be in control of everything that follows after, which is then a more bespoke sort of a price. And we've managed to build a platform that allows the trader to control the core price, but multiply different price streams. So by client tiers, volumes, and have a more structured approach. So that allows the trader to really focus on what truly matters, the core price, and everything else will be distributed automatically to
and that's across the curve.
different channels. Then
and that's across the curve.
That's across the full curve, and so
Okay, so basically, effectively, it's kind of providing scale,
right? Yeah.
But leaving the trader to do just one thing.
Yeah.
I mean, spot traders are a bit different than spot traders, but we like the simplicity of just doing one thing at any time.
I mean, it's, that goes back to data, right? As a human, there's only so much you can see, observe, and control at the same time. So it's really, for us, it matters most to build a tool that allow the trader to do as much as possible at the same time, to have a great overview of what's going on, but simultaneously also to automate as much as possible. Because things are just picking up velocity, and we are reaching limits where you as a human basically have to step back a little bit and then take control over the monitoring and the things that truly matter, where you might need manual intervention or something that you can only observe as a human potentially, and everything else has to be automated. But also it has to be super reliable, because you have to trust the process. You're allowing the system to operate, to do all the tasks basically by its own. And the level of automation within technology, not just with us, but I guess also many other vendors, that is already very high. Still, it's then again surprisingly that the market is still not being traded electronically. That's the missing piece here. But it builds a story kind of, and where for us automation has been really as a core part of our strategy for the past 3, 4, 5 years.
And as one of our panelists pointed out earlier, the swaps data feed, to go back to swaps, the swaps data feed is actually what is going to power this automation in the market, because without it, it simply cannot happen.
Absolutely. Our swaps data feed that we've developed in partnership with 360T is used by all our clients these days. It has become the market standard, and it allows our clients to have a view on the market, what's going on in the market. Some also use it for their price distribution, but still it gives you an idea what's going on in the market, and then allows you to on top of that, or next to it, build your own price, your offer basically to your clients, and gives you a certain level of security that you know what's going on in the market. You have kind of like a safety net that protects you from losing money, which is in an increasingly electronified market very important, right? Because if you're sending out wrong quotes, you're going to be hit immediately. You're losing money. So that's something, scale. Right? And that's exactly where a system and a data feed like the swaps data feed and D3 as our platform protect you from losing money, and where we see when banks adopt our technology for the first time, where they see a huge bump in increasing volumes, trading volumes, simply because they have a tool that allows them to stay in the market, react swiftly to quote requests and deals, and simply win more. And that also leads to increased competitiveness among banks. It's not just the big banks anymore that have the technology to be able to provide a competitive price, but it's also the smaller banks, the smaller players in the market that now have a tool that have the data to become very competitive. And it's very interesting to see as us as a company, especially when we are these days hosting more and more of our installations, and we see what actually goes on in the market, and how our clients are using the software. It's less of a black box now, and it kind of opens the black box of data, because there's so much data in those systems, and the way how clients use it highly depends on the user, on the bank, on the position of the bank, on their trading strategy, on their trading profile, and that's a very, I think, valuable piece of information for us also to learn and better understand the needs of our clients. And that's how also D3 channels got developed in partnership with our clients, and
Okay, it's been a long journey. I think, as everyone knows, we're not sure when the journey is going to end, but as always, great talking to you. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you for having me.
And thanks everyone for watching, and we'll be back again soon.